Vanessa, and today we're going to be talking about the key to success. I know everyone wants to know what the key to success is, and I'll tell you right now, it's finishing your homework. And no, we're not talking about the kind of success that you might be thinking. I'm talking about success program for school districts. It's a certain program, I have it written down here. Success allows you to work on homework with help from teachers in that subject. Well, basically, so like if you need help in math, you're in a math room with math teachers, other students who are getting help with math. Here, I'll show you a little video I made that demonstrates that. I was just using my artistic prowess. The drawings are horrible, just brace yourself. When you start in success, you start in one of the classrooms. I started in the science classroom. You go to that classroom every day for 7th hour. That's my 7th hour. So then if you need help with homework, you ask a teacher. You just say, oh, I need to work on my math. And the teacher will say, okay, go to math. So you'll take your stuff and a blue folder that they have to sign to math class with you. And you just go on your merry way. And then when you're there, you can get help from teachers and probably other students. There's usually 2 teachers in that class. And it pretty much works that way in all of the classes. For math, history, social studies, and science. So that's basically how it works. Success is basically that. That's all it is. It's really helpful. I get my homework done. I get good grades on it because I get help from the teachers. You know, I haven't had a late assignment in weeks. I only have 2 late assignments and that's it. They're both in history. That's because the history teacher, the way she does things is a little bit confusing. I still gotta get the hang of it, but hey, I'll get the hang of it soon. So I should be okay for now. But anyway, I mean, like, I've got really good grades so far. In art class, I have 100% because, like, both of my assignments, I've gotten 50 out of 50 on them. Not surprising because, not to toot my own horn, but I am pretty good at art. Vanessa is amazing at art class! Yeah, art is my thing, and I'm pretty happy with my grade, and, my grades in all my classes. My grade in English could be a little bit better. I've got like a 97% there. Math, I definitely have like a 78 or a 70 something. So I'm not doing too well in that class, understandably, because I have Dyscalculia. We're also going to touch base on that in this video, Dyscalculia. Like dyslexia, except with math. Like, I can't do mental math in my head at all. I can't understand adding, subtracting, multiplying, dividing decimals. That just confuses the heck out of me. I start, like, freaking out when I see numbers. Like, if I don't understand it, basically I'll just sit in class all hour, not doing anything, just staring at the problem. Oh yeah, I need help. So that's what it's like. It's kind of like I'll just stare at the problem all hour. I'll think I know what I'm doing, and I don't. I always need a calculator. I can't do math without a calculator unless it's like adding and subtracting single digits. Once in a while I'll be able to do double digits, but I can't do it right away. Like some people can go, like they can do 80 plus 35 in their head like right away, but it takes me a second. 80 plus 35? Here. Let me do it. See, it takes me forever to do it. 80 plus 35, 5, 8, 9, 10, 11. I also count with dots. So like for the number 3, I'll go like 1, 2, 3 like that because I can't, like, I have to count with dots. So like if I'm adding something like 10 plus 5, I'll go 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. You know. So. You know, and then I'll just count the dots that are on the paper. So I've pretty much got that working out for me, but it's not that hard. Or it's pretty hard. But I remember when I was little, my parents enrolled me in Kumon. Kumon was this company. It's a really good idea for students who have trouble learning, but I had ADHD and I wasn't yet diagnosed, and I also had early dyscalculia, which is why I sucked at math. So they'd give me these time tests. And they took me forever to complete. Like, legitimately, the longest I ever took on one of those tests, I remember it took me 1 hour and 7 minutes to complete that test. I was at home, I was sitting at my kitchen counter, my dad was sitting next to me telling me to keep going, and this was 6 pages of math homework, or math math work. The packet looked something like this. It would always have 6 problems of whatever I was doing. I just happened to be doing multiplication. For some reason, I did multiplication and division better than adding and subtracting. For some reason, like subtracting and I think division were the best things that I did. But they'd be a little bit smaller than that. The packets would be about this big, so they'd only be about a quarter as big as this board. But this is what the layout of the page looked like. It would have problems running down both sides. Usually it was 6 to 8 problems on each page. You'd write your name at the top, and you'd write start time right below here. I missed that, but you'd write start time and end time right there. You'd time yourself. You would time yourself. That was the catch. You would have to time yourself. You didn't just do one of these packets willy-nilly, like you do a couple of problems, save it for later, and then do those problems. You had to do this in a certain amount of time. And if you got above 5 minutes, then you didn't get a prize. Under 5 minutes, I used to get a prize. I only got like 2 candy bars. My entire time there, I only got prizes like twice because I took so long. But the one I put on here, the example I used was multiplying double digits. That took me forever. Like, I could not do it. It took me forever. I don't think I was allowed to use a calculator. I can't remember ever using a calculator, but that's when I developed the tapping thing, like where I'd go, okay, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and then I'd count the dots. That's when I developed this, but I remember I'd always do that, and my instructor was like, Vanessa, you'll never be faster at doing math if you do that. You gotta stop tapping. So she made me stop tapping, and I was like, but that's the way I count. You know, I can't do this without counting that way, especially without a freaking calculator. I'm not like a human brainiac. But then a few years later, they diagnosed me with ADHD in middle school, which is the whole story I went into with the IEP. Then they also diagnosed me with dyscalculia. I had no idea what it was. My mom told me, and I was like, oh. Well, it's like dyslexia for math. You know, like numbers and letters in like an equation confuse me. Like they confuse the hell out of me. Like I can't wrap my head around it. I kind of panic a little bit because I'm just like, oh man, you know, I can't do this. It's a little bit different because with people with dyslexia, the letters look different. With me, the numbers don't look different. It's just the order that they're in or whatever they're, like the equation or the order they're in just doesn't make sense to me. Like I know the numbers, I know the letters, but I just don't understand how to solve it. I'll miss a couple steps. I would always try to get it. Like once I get a method for doing something in math, I got it. My mind is like a steel trap. I remember it. I'm doing great. You know, I'm remembering how to do this. But like with new subjects, it takes me forever to learn because like I can't learn it because the teacher goes pretty fast in class. I'll write down the notes, I'll finish the notes, and then I'll use the notes for reference, and I'll end up doing something wrong. You know, my answers are wrong, and then I start panicking. Oh my god, I can't do this. So that's basically how it goes with me. I'm really high-strung right now. I don't know why. So yeah, that's basically what dyscalculia is in a nutshell. That's what I know about it. There might be some other things that I don't know about it because I'm a big stupid idiot and I am not a psychologist. So I would go online and research it if you think you have it. But remember, if you want to get tested for it, just be prepared for an onslaught of craziness because they make you do a lot of stuff to get to that point. It's kind of like getting an IEP in and of itself. It's just like a little tiny battle you gotta fight before you get that. But you should be okay. Just remember, if you have dyscalculia, remember to take things slow, always ask for help, because I have that problem. Like, I'll stare at a problem all hour and I won't ask for help unless the teacher comes by. Just because I would rather draw than do math. I would much rather draw than do math. I think it would benefit my future career better if I just drew, because that's what I'm going to be doing. That's what I'm planning on doing for a career, is drawing and benefiting the video game design company with my ideas. So math, I need to know some key things, for CAD, you know, I need to learn how to graph, I need to learn how to, you know, solve equations, but that's easy, I'm already doing that, I've already mastered that, that should be okay. And some other things like, I don't know, there's just some other things in math that I really don't need to know in order to succeed in, doing what I want to do. So, you know, I draw all over my homework. Some of the, like, some teachers, I'll turn in my homework, and they'll be like, Vanessa, this is magnificent artwork. You know, like, I will have drawn, like, a lady covered in flowers, butterfly wings, and majestic wind blowing her hair back. and it'll look really great, and I'll be really pleased with it, and then I'll turn to my work and none of the problems are done. I just got this amazing picture on my paper, and they're like, Vanessa, you know, this is an art class. I really love this. In fact, I would frame it if I got the chance, but you've got to do work. In fact, I've done that so many times. I have a scrapbook of pieces of my assignments that I cut out with the pictures on it. Just cut it out of one of my assignments. In fact, on some of the pictures you can see like the instructions on the top, like in the top corner, and some of the numbers of the questions. It's pretty funny because like I do some of my best artwork in math for some reason because I get so bored and I just get like really inspired. But anyway, so that's pretty much what happens with Dyscalculia. So we touched base on that. We touched base on success. Success rocks. I love Success. It's a great program. I really enjoy it because all my friends are in my classes. So like if I want to go to history, I can hang out with my friends there. If I want to go to math, I can hang out with my friends there. It's just one big happy party. Don't forget to subscribe, become a member of the ADHD Nation, and I'll see you next time. Until then, stay sharp.